Okay.
Oh, is he watching the video right now?
Yeah.
Well, a lot's happening very fast. And it's all ridiculous.
The ability to throw enemies is excellent.
This is madness, Cora. This is just a...
So, Orc, have you played any Baldur's Gate 3?
I have not, and I'm sad about it. My buddy has it, and he's playing it like every night. I'm like, God. I really want it. I just haven't bought it yet.
Going, holy balls. Yeah. Yeah, that says it all.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? Okay, is this some sort of like big time like stronghold for like a faction or something?
Yeah. Yeah. There's 3 bosses in that area.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot of things killed with one throw of an incendiary flask or something. Gee. That
If you
was
have the
crazy.
patience, you can do some ridiculous shit.
Yeah, I'm not that creative. I didn't think about any of that. That was crazy.
I mean, my barbarian always has a couple of crates in their inventory just so they can stack them up and jump up to places they're not supposed to be.
That's pretty smart.
I mean, also they can just carry the weight. It means nothing to them. Oh, also you can jump like a motherfucker. It's insane how high you can jump if you have the strength.
Strength increases your jump height?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was like an athletics thing.
Athletics is strength.
You want the whey or the soy?
I love it.
Flex your way out. It's Oh,
That's great.
I can't now unthink that.
I mean, from now on, Neo in my mind is just Schwarzenegger.
An alternate reality where it was just Schwarzenegger.
My
It
mind
was-
is just trying to picture him saying "whoa," and it can't. I can't process it.
Whoa! I can't do it.
Yeah, or him just saying "I know kung fu." Like none of it computes. It just,
I know kung fu. No, I can't. Nope. Nope.
my brain just blue screens.
Oh,
Nope.
wait, Schwarzenegger or
Schwarzenegger.
oh,
Yep. That heavy Austrian accent. Just, just saying all of Neo's lines.
I need to watch Matrix again. So here's a funny thing. We probably talked about this before. I was in a different channel, and there is a point when you think of Keanu Reeves, where the association is either Matrix or it goes to John Wick.
It's Matrix for me. It'll always be Matrix.
Well, yeah, because you're older. I'm talking
Yeah.
my friend. Or
I need to see 2, 3, and 4. I've still only seen the first one, which I loved, by the way. I'm just very slow at not big movie person.
Have either of you seen Godzilla -1?
Oh, I have. That was a perfect film.
That
You
was
say
so
perfect films?
fucking good.
You say
So
perfect? That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
haven't
It
seen
was so fucking good.
Oh,
That
you need to. Is it still in theaters? I hope it's still in theaters. I
I'm
actually want to see it in theaters again.
I'm sure it's still screening. They got to still be making money. The hype train's still going. Like they wouldn't stop screening it with how much publicity it's gotten with all the crazy reviews.
Right? Like,
That movie, I had high expectations going in, but that's just because I love Godzilla, and it blew my expectations out of the water. That's how good it was. I set a high bar, and it leaped right over it.
oh, yep, still showing. Well, that's tomorrow planned. I made the mistake of sitting back. This time I'm just gonna get front row and just get my face fucking melted.
Oh yeah, if I ever win again, I would be closer. Like, I'm not saying everything Toho churns out is gold, but the last one they made, Shin Godzilla, was excellent. So I'm like, it's got to at least be as good as that. Oh, you know,
Yeah. Watch King
Japanese.
Kong jump this canyon. Like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Like, holy shit, he crushed 15 buses. Yeah. Like,
Japanese Godzilla. Oh no, that bus had people inside of it.
yeah. Yeah. House. The Japanese ones are about the people experiencing this tragedy, whereas, the legendary ones are all like, hey, wasn't that shit cool? They used this fucking ship as a defibrillator to bring Godzilla back to life.
You want to see this dude wake up Godzilla with a nuclear bomb? Fuck
Did they
yeah!
defibrillate Godzilla or King Kong in that one, in Godzilla vs. Kong? I forget
I
which
think
one, but they...
They defibrillated Kong. Kong's heart stopped, and they had to shock it back awake.
Right. It's this giant flying ship. It was so dumb. I love it. I loved it so much.
Yeah, Legendary's doing a good job. For what they're going for, I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, as soon as like Kong Skull Island came out and it was basically a comedy from beginning to end, I'm like, okay, so this is where they're going with this MonsterVerse. I can get with it.
They're just having fun. It's all fan service. I'll take it.
For sure.
You know, it's the little kid in me will never not appreciate, seeing giant action figures clash.
Yeah,
And that's what they're giving
fans
us.
have been spoiled lately.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
have.
good time to be a Godzilla fan.
Seriously, it's the best time. I've been a Godzilla fan my entire life. I've watched almost all of it since I was a kid. I would say now is the best time to be a Godzilla fan. Most definitely.
So yeah, I don't know, Bork, if you had any weekend plans, but like, might want to add that to the list.
Which Godzilla?
Minus one.
Godzilla -1.
Still
All
in
right.
theaters. Bigger screen, the better, because I mean, it is a Godzilla movie.
Absolute banger. It's not just a great monster film, it's a great film in general.
Yeah. It's like, I was moved.
I felt things. It made me feel things.
Right? No, like, unironically, like, it's a good thing there were no lights on in the theater.
It's funny. You don't expect to hear this walk into a kaiju film, but yeah, it hits deep.
You know what I'm talking about, Carnivorous Plugin?
Vaguely. Oh, of course, it's Windows 11, so there is no control panel. Well, there is, you just have to get weird about it.
Apparently, my computer does not have the necessary requirements to upgrade to Windows 11. So,
Have you checked recently?
do it
Have you checked recently?
like a couple days ago.
Oh, weird. Okay. I have no idea.
I don't know. I went into Windows Update and it's like, yeah, you don't have the necessary requirements. I'm like, I have an i7 with a 3070 GPU. Like, what more? And 64 gigabytes of RAM. What more do you need? By default, or it's like defaultly available. And so technically, when you like shut down and boot up, it just does a quick shutdown, quick start up. It doesn't actually kill everything if you restart.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever I do to my computer when I first get it, I sort of just enter a fugue state, change a bunch of settings, and it just works. And I don't know what I did. I don't know how it's working, but I don't touch it.
Yeah, I don't really do anything with my computer either. I just close it. I don't power it off or anything. It's always on. The only time I'll restart it is when it's hacking and wheezing and needs a good
Oh yeah, it's
When's the last time you looked at your computer's cache?
uh
Have you ever like tried CCleaner out?
I think I tried that app once years ago. I don't know if it actually helped anything. And then I erased it after it did its thing. I didn't
I
try
mean,
it again.
that's probably for the best because there was a while there where it was compromised, but it's safe again. Might be
Yeah.
worth a shot.
Yeah, I tried it years ago and then I erased it after it ran its thing through. Oh my god.
that sounded like it was down a tunnel. It had a nice echo to it. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Bon.
Yeah, it was some liminal space, like backrooms shit. It sounded like it was coming from a well.
Yeah, he's got that voice.
Alright, maybe this will work. I turned my bitrate down to 5800. I had it 6,000, and it's been that way for a while, and it's worked. But then for some reason, like today, the bitrate was never getting above 5800. And so I put it to 5800. Now it's 57, but almost 58. So maybe that will do the trick. This I think it's this. This is a 6700 i7.
Oh, so that's been around for a while. Aren't they up to like 12,000 series?
13. No, they're just releasing 14.
Okay, I've been out of the loop for a little while.
Wait, is 12 Alder Lake? I think. Is they?
Oh, I haven't been paying attention to the whole TikTok cycle. I'm AMD. As soon as AMD came out and kicked Intel's dick off, I'm like, well, I don't need to play with Intel anymore.
I don't know nothing about any of this tech stuff.
I'm Team Red. What's up?
I'm and
Your computer can't handle it.
Do it.
I have no frame of
Upgrade to
reference for
Windows
why I
12.
wouldn't want
Do
it. I can't. My computer won't even let me.
I'll get Windows 12. I'm sure you can find it on a shady Russian website. Just download that, install that, and then when your computer melts itself into a lump of molten metal, we can get you a new one.
There we go.
Like when it's just a smoldering crater in what was once your desk, then just get a new one, put it on top there.
No, I'm not thinking. I think I'm not going to go the euthanization route. I think I'm going to let it go slow, random, maybe brain aneurysm route.
It's your laptop's already on dialysis with only a quarter of its liver. Like you need to put it out of its misery at some point.
I'm going to let it. I'm going to see where this goes. I get kind of a sick satisfaction out of seeing this thing try to work for me.
Oh, it's like that.
It's limping along, just like, I can't do no more, sir. I demand more. More!
I mean, you just have to find a range that's cool with like laptop parts getting exploded all over it, and just old Yeller, the son of a bitch.
I have a sledgehammer. I might try that out. After it's dead.
As long as you take the battery out before you do that and throw it into the ocean to charge the eels.
You gotta feed the eels. Feed the
Yeah, it's
eels.
not just car batteries. They're taking anything.
I'm an environmentalist. I throw
Yeah.
used laptops into the ocean to feed the eels.
Yep.
Range doesn't sound bad though.
Yeah, you just got to pick what you're shooting it with. I mean, 12 gauge is the obvious choice. Run some buckshot through it.
To try the 50 cal on it again. I don't have one of those. Not since I was in the army.
Well, I
That
mean,
would be
there's
fun.
places where you can rent them.
You can rent them? I got nowhere I could use them.
No, like you go to a driving
No, I
range
mean,
and you
at
use
the range,
you
you
rent
go to
them.
the place, and they have it, and then you buy a belt of ammo, and you just, daka until the belt's done, and, tell people you... Yeah.
That type of thing.
Could be kind of fun.
It's like those ranges where they have M134s, and it's just like, yeah, I fucked up those oil drums with a minigun. It's like, cool.
I remember. I think the most fun I had with a gun wasn't even something super big. It was just my saw, my squad automatic weapon, and we just had to do a practice drill where we expended the rest of our ammo because it's the end of the mission. We didn't have any other use for the ammo, so we thought we'd do some extra training. We had a little bit of fun, and I just sprayed. I sprayed left to right. I didn't spend a whole lot of time stopping anywhere. I just saw a bunch of small trees kind of just dropping. I'm like, oh wow.
Straight out of Predator.
Yeah.
Sitting there with old Painless.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So safe to say D&D is not going to happen tonight.
Probably not. Haven't heard a thing from Man Bear, so probably not. And if he does get in on, it's going to be past his bedtime anyways.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Let alone my internet apparently is just not keeping up with anything.
Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Damn it, I was really hoping to finish this by the end of the year.
I mean, what are we going to be open to play next Friday?
That's what I was saying before. I'll probably just tell Katie to go hang out with her parents and I'll see them the next day.
If we're able to have an extra long sesh so we could just RP the ending properly, we might be able to close this up by the end of the year.
It's next Friday, the 29th.
Yeah.
Because I imagine there's going to be quite a bit of RPing to do. Everybody's going to have their own thing going on. It's the finale, and we're not fighting anything, I don't think.
Yeah, it's literally going to be all RP. But like the part that's going to make it longer is the fact that you all are going to be going your own separate ways, and I'm going to have to bounce between
and
you all.
There's a lot to consider too. Like, I have multiple pit stops I want to be at, and I'm probably going to ramble on at those stops. I'm going to want a good chunk of time set out to do that.
And
I know it.
If the role playing goes poorly enough, there could be combat.
It goes.
You can never discount that completely.
True. That is very true.
Very true. This could go on another few sessions if something breaks out unexpectedly in the middle of the hub city. But no, if we do this next Friday, I would like
You said
maybe doo-doo. If we doo-doo. If we poopy this next Friday. Maybe we try to talk about maybe planning it for 6 o'clock? Not 7?
I mean, I thought the plan was 6. That's why I was on at 6.
Oh, I thought it was 7. That's why I
Uh,
wasn't on until 6:50.
No,
I mean,
we
nowhere
changed it to.
was time discussed.
We changed
but-
it. We discussed changing it to 6 a while ago, and that's why I've been getting on like 6:30, or trying to. It's difficult because like I don't. Katie doesn't get home to work till like 4 something, and then have to eat dinner and stuff. But like yeah, if her parents are coming down, just say fine, get lost, or not you, but I'm gonna go get lost and play D&D at. Hell, I could probably start at 5 at that point.
Okay.
If she's gonna have dinner with her parents and I just fend for myself, then
5
Do
on
it.
Friday. I'm down to plan it for that. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean, this Friday, I'll be working in an empty building, so like I don't have to worry about kids puking all over the place and that keeping me late.
5 o'clock, end of year special. I like it.
and then we'll for sure get 3 hours in because Mamir has to sign off at 8 to 9 ish. So good old 3 hours special to end the year.
Sounds good to me. Gives each of us time to do justice to our little end of arc finale or whatever we got planned for ourselves, or you have planned for us.
Not a whole lot.
Mm,
Enough.
yeah.
No, like the main thing is with you and Gnome Face is there's a lot of lore to tie up, and at this point, Sven, well, his Sven is going to be sights, or his lore is going to be mostly sightseeing, and the thought process. It'll be him monologuing while he's sightseeing, but for like,
You got to see all the sites from the brochure.
yeah,
I gotta talk to you about that brochure and show you. Hey, you're new to town. You know, we got some places maybe you want to check out.
Oh, I mean, I've been reading it this whole time.
That's good.
You gave me a copy of it.
There's a lot to read.
But then if you think about the last time that Gnome Face was in Brockheart, it was not even at the beginning of this session or campaign season. It was the last.
No,
Because that
yeah,
was
it's a long time.
because you guys left to cross the sea, and then I think it was Manbear was itching to start his campaign, and then I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll pass it off.
Yeah, this arc was kind of an unusual one that way because there was really only one person from the Guild of Brockheart present during this entire arc. Donnie Danger is MIA. The NPC member had to go back to town because her mom was sick. And the other character, who's a player but is actually an NPC, went off with some pirates somewhere. So Gnomeface was the only actual Guild of Brockheart member this entire arc.
Oh yeah, I need to bring her back into this. Well, I mean, I think Gnomeface he messaged Willow a bit at the beginning, but then I'm pretty sure he forgot about it, or he just yeah, yeah, that's right. Because I had Toriel do stuff behind the scenes, kind of as like the last resort or her last thing, as I was like narrating or explaining like stuff that she contributed, but I don't think that she's going to be in the world much longer.
Yeah. Possibly. We'll have to see where things go.
And Willow, I mean, she Pretty sure it was. I don't remember now. I'd have to go back and maybe it's included in the one of the videos.
Maybe. My memory isn't that good. There could have been a better reason. Well, there is one big takeaway tonight. You absolutely got to see Godzilla -1.
Agreed.
Okay.
I mean, there's not too many movies that I can almost universally suggest to anyone,
Yeah.
but like, I think just about anyone would enjoy that movie.
Yeah, it's not just like a big roaring monster fest. It's not a turn your brain off and tune out movie. It's a film. In any Godzilla film.
Would I have had to be familiar with the other Godzilla films to understand? No.
No, completely standalone. Most of them are standalone. There are some that are kind of like share a general timeline, but those are much older Godzilla films.
I was surprised when like the Planet of the Apes had like a trilogy that like you kind of need to know each of them.
Yeah, I still haven't seen those.
I saw one of them.
As far as Godzilla timelines go, like Legendary has a timeline, sure, but latest Toho films, the actual Japanese studio that makes Godzilla, most of them have been standalone recently. Shin Godzilla, completely standalone. That was one before this. And
Didn't they also
-1.
make other Shin movies? Like, I heard there was a Shin Ultraman.
I haven't heard anything about that. I know, I think the thing with Toho is they hand out a budget so that director can make their movie. And then if it does good, they'll think about a sequel. But I don't think they really ever plan on sequels. Shin did good. Shin did reasonably good. -1 did phenomenal, and there's no confirmed sequel on that either.
Well, maybe
Even
they're wise enough to know that sometimes you just need one.
they are. Generally. If you look
Yeah,
at
Shin
Godzilla's...
Ultraman. It dropped in 2022.
Really? I haven't heard a
Yeah.
thing about that. Okay. So is
I
that a
don't think
movie?
I don't think it made it over to the States.
Okay, I watched the shit out of that because Shin Godzilla was probably the nastiest Godzilla I've ever seen. You gotta watch Shin Godzilla, though. If you're into Godzilla, Adam,
Oh, for sure.
that Godzilla was the nastiest fucking Godzilla ever.
Like, what are we talking nasty?
Like, he mutates throughout the film.
Yeah, that's one thing I've seen.
It's
Apparently
pretty
it's on
gross.
Amazon Video. So I'll check that out.
And he shoots lasers out of his back, and he shoots lasers out of everything.
That's fucking sick.
I like that.
Not just his mouth.
It's just Godzilla. Oops, all lasers.
Oops, all lasers. Yeah, he is...
Love it.
His depiction is really very different because he doesn't have the durability of a lot of other Godzillas. So when like they bombard him with missiles, like giant spurts of blood spray everywhere. Like
That sounds fucking tight.
and he just mutates to it. He's just like, well, that hurt like hell. Time to mutate again.
Now I'm missile proof. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, Shin Godzilla is pretty crazy. Shin versus Ultraman. I'm gonna have to get that.
No, it's just Shin Ultraman. I don't know if Godzilla's in that one.
Ultraman being in a with Shin Godzilla, it sounds really weird because Shin Godzilla was also kind of like had kind of that grounded portrayal, and Ultraman's always been kind of high concept. Like he's weird. It's a giant